Hey there, everybody. Welcome to another recovery day. It's our third day in our first recovery week for our consistent formatting series. Anyway, we are going to use a roller today, a foam roller. If you don't have one, I highly recommend that you get one. As much as I like to kind of keep things to a minimum around the place, it is a very effective and useful and helpful recovery tool and helps keep that fascia happy and supple and hydrated. So we are going to be using that today, but we are going to be starting off with a plank. So we still just want to keep those plank cycles going. I feel like we've done a lot of really awesome work in our core over the last 3 weeks and even prior to that, and I definitely want to keep it up. So let's go ahead and just swing our arms around a couple times, bring them straight out away from you, open the chest, slide those shoulder blades back, engage through the back and the core, and then we'll go swing your right arm up and over to the left, swing your left arm up and over to the right, to the left, to the right, left, right. One more time each side. And then we're going to come up and hit a cat-cow. Now, if a plank doesn't work for you, you will be doing a bird dog. So you'll extend your opposite arm and leg apart from one another, tuck it nice and deep while we go through our timed rounds. And then as we rotate through the times, then you can switch one or the other side. All right, so plant your shoulders right over your wrists and your hips right over your knees. Push into the ground as you pull your chest forward, open the chest. Slide your shoulder blades down. You're breathing in and then exhale, round deep through the back. There's one. We're going to go two more. Two. Last one. Make this an active inhale and exhale. Push into the hands, tuck through that core. All right, go ahead and bring your arms forward, and we are going to drop into our first front plank. So we're going to hold a minute in the front. Bring your shoulders up over those elbows. Belly button draws back toward your spine. Tighten deep through that core. Wrap through the glutes. Pull your kneecaps up toward your thighs. Flex nice and deep. Focus on flexion through that abdomen. You've got it. There's 30 seconds. We have 30 to go. Push into those forearms. Pull the elbows back toward toes. Keep that flexion through your abdomen. Last 15 seconds. All right, gear up to move to one side. So just rotate onto your forearm to a side plank. Keep those hips pushed up nice and high. Open through the chest. Drive through that oblique that's toward the ground. Feel those obliques engage. Flex, tighten, pull support. 5 seconds and we'll rotate to the other side. 3, 2, and 1. Rotate over. Other direction. Open through the chest. Lift up nice and high through those hips. Push up out of that elbow. You got it. Tighten deep through that core. 5 seconds and we'll go back to the center. And drop back to your center plank. Push into elbows. Elbows pull back toward toes. Flex deep through those glutes. Our focus is on flexion and heat through that abdomen. All right, there's 30 seconds down, 30 to go. Flex deep through that core. You've got it. Tighten, push into elbows. Elbows pull back toward toes. 5 seconds. And then rotate to that first side. 30 seconds each side again. So if you're in your bird dog, you're going to do all your last minute on the same side. So a minute on the side, or your one side for your bird dog. Then as we go side to side, that's another minute for your other arm and leg. Hopefully that makes sense. 3, 2, and 1. Other side. Twist and lift. Open through that chest. Find your obliques. This will be our final 30 seconds here. Good job. Keep driving up through those hips. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. All right. Good start. Got some sweat going already. All right. We're going to transition onto that roller. Hopefully, I don't know if my ponytail is going to be in the way or not. All right. So we're going to lie long ways on our roller to start with. So tailbone to the back of your head. So hopefully you can fit, oh yeah, that'll work, all the way on your roller. Chances are you can. I have a pretty long torso and I'm just right, have a little bit, couple inches to spare. All right. So from here, I want you to find a neutral spine. You don't necessarily need to drive your low back into the roller, but you don't want to activate your core just a teeny bit. Start with your palms facing up and feel your shoulder blades wrap around the roller. We're going to definitely be linking our breath to movement. So inhale and bring your arms all the way up behind you. As you bring your arms with you and you're inhaling, make sure you stay with space. Keep that space between ears and shoulders. Exhale. Bring those arms back down. Inhale. Bring them up. So still gently contract that core. Exhale. Drop them in. Inhale. Lift them up. Exhale. Lower down. Keep that going. Just notice what's going on. It's important to pay attention. Listen to the body. See how it's feeling with each movement. Feel that pressure on the roller and that stretch through the chest. All fantastic. Open out wide. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Perfect. All right. We're going to plop off the roller. Just roll off and turn it the other direction. So you're going to place it in your thoracic spine region. So right at the base of your scapula, your shoulder blades. Or if you happen to be wearing a bra, that will be where it's at. It's at the lower part of your bra. Okay, go ahead and rest your head in your hands. Interlace your hands behind the head. And then inhale. Let your head drop back, those elbows open wide. Place your feet on the ground. You're using that for support. You should feel a nice big stretch here. Grab through the belly. You're going to exhale and crunch up. Round in, tuck through that belly. And then we're going to arch back. Inhale to open. Oh, exhale around. That was a nice pop on my shoulder. Inhale to open. Relax everything. Let that core go. Should feel good on that back. And then grab the core. Exhale. Pull your chest back up. Feeling that belly heat up. Inhale back. Exhale, bring it forward. Inhale to open. Find that position on the roller with your back where you can really relax as you open the chest back. Exhale, tuck up. Inhale back. Exhale, tuck. 2 more. Tighten that belly button around the abdomen. Stretch back. Exhale. Tuck in. All right. Release from there, and we're going to go into another shoulder stretch and little roll. So place your feet kind of out in front of you, not super duper bent, and your arms are going to be straight. So start at the base of your palm with your palms facing the ground. So make sure your chest is nice and open and brace gently through the core. And then you're going to push into the roller with your arms and slowly start leaning back. When the roller gets to the base of your elbow, bring it all the way back in. Maybe you need some adjustments. I think I could have gotten back a little further. So release back, keep the chest lifted, roll those shoulder blades back. Feels so good on my forearms. Using the core to gently engage. Come all the way back up. Exhale, lower back. Inhale, come up. Exhale, lower back. Inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale, come up. Watching my shoulders, keeping them rolled back. They like to drop forward. I'm sure everybody's do. Last one. Exhale up. Perfect. All right. Give your arms a little second, and then we're going to flip it over. All right, we're going to do a prone roll, so lying on our belly. Widen your toes just a bit so that you have some space to flex your glutes, tuck your tailbone under. And we're going to start, basically we're going to do the same kind of thing we just did, but now we're going to go facing the ground. So grab the core, flex through the shoulder blades, and flex your glutes so you can protect the low back. And then we're going to rotate that roller down to your elbows and then pull back in. Inhale up. Exhale out. Just go as far as feels good for you. It's a lot of space to get that back up. So if it doesn't feel good, don't worry about it. But the more that you keep your tailbone tucked and the glutes flexed, the more protection you'll have for the low back. And then the more that you can get that back extension coming up. Three more. Inhale up. And then exhale back. Again, open those shoulders out. Make sure you're not rounding your shoulders forward as much as possible. We want to stay away from that. This is our third. Drop it back down. All right. Go into a child's pose to just counter those pulls. Big toes together. Drop your hips back and down. Forehead to the ground. Let your hips kind of shift left and right. Perfect. Okay, we're going to go back into a plank round. Same setup, same scenario that we already went through, and then we have some more coming on a roller. So on your mark, get set, and go. Front plank. Tuck that tailbone under, push into elbows, elbows pull back toward toes. Widen through those shoulder blades. Find the flexion through the belly. Try to keep that deep, even breath going. Pull your elbows back toward the toes. Find that traction. We're not trying to get through our plank as easily as possible, but with as much flexion and contraction as possible. 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Turn to one side. I'm going to start on my second side this time. Lift up nice and high. We'll go 30 seconds on this side and 30 on the other. Dig into that oblique. Contract through the shoulder blade behind your armpit. 10 seconds. 3, 2, rotate over. Make sure you have that plank held firm. Tailbone tucked, belly strong as you rotate through the center. Good. Then get your setup here. Get my sweat started in these planks. It's good. Feels good to sweat a little. Happy to sweat in our recovery week. We just want to give all those joints and grips back to center, their break. Hopefully you're staying with other rejuvenative, restorative practices in your daily life. That lemon water, focusing on more vegetables, whole grains, just really clean eating, nourish your body, make it feel good. You've got it. Stay strong. Hips and shoulders. Nice strong line. Make sure you're not sagging in the low back. 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Nicely done. Turn to that side. Open up through the chest. Find your flexion and your contraction, your obliques. Three, 2, and 1. Other side. Second side. Drive those hips up. We're focusing on that oblique, but still keep the front of the belly strong and flexed as well. Need that. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. We get to come up off the ground, and we're going to go into our feet and legs for a little bit. All right, so grab your roller if you need it. I'll go ahead and use mine. And we're going to go into a calf raise. So we're going to do a big lift in those heels. Try to hold for a few seconds and then come down from there. So before we hit that, lift your toes off the ground and feel the four corners of your feet. Big toe ball mound, pinky toe ball mound, each side of your heel. And then if you need the support of the roller, take it. Try not to use too much. Lift up off of those heels and then lower back down. Inhale, lift. Lower back down. Inhale, lift. How high can you get? Lower back down. So also focus on your pelvic tuck, right? Keep the pelvis in neutral. So you want to make sure that your belly button is not dipping down, but it's still tucking up and back. Got my breathing off there. Inhale up and then exhale down. 4. Calves. Feel those. 3. Work deep inhales, deep exhales. 2. Feel the belly stay strong. And 1. Perfect. Okay, so now we're going to put that roller down on the ground. And with a good strong stance, we're just going to roll one foot. So place the foot on the roller. Be strong in that supporting back leg. Roll your foot forward as far as you can, and then roll it back. Keep your deep inhales and exhales going. It's not necessarily an in and out to length with this. It goes a little too fast, in my opinion. But depending on how you feel, just link your breath to what you're doing, however you would like. Push into that foot. Really drive in. See how far down that foot you can get onto the ball. Okay, one more here. And as you bring it back, drop that heel down. There you go. Other side. Plant onto the right foot. Oh my gosh, do you just feel the difference in the right foot to the left foot? I hope you feel that too. When you feel just like you've got space, that foot feels like it can take the weight of your body and whatever it is that you're putting into it and onto it. It's worth taking the time to do these little extra recovery moves. Drive into the ball of the foot, drop that heel down. That little calf stretch. Push into the foot on the roller. One more. Drive into it. And roll it back. Drop that heel. Okay, stand together. See how they feel. Both feel pretty good. Okay, we're going to find a spot that we can balance on and put both feet on your roller. Okay. So set your feet just right underneath your hips. Rock your roller back and forth. And then play around with your toes as well. Spread them apart. Turn your toes in, turn them out. Drop your heel down. Maybe one heel a little more than the other. Then just wrap those toes around. Again, just keep kind of spreading your toes up and down. Get different little pressure points in those feet. Feels so good. Roll to the outside of your foot, inside of your foot. All right, and we're good there. Okay, next one's a little funky, especially the first time you do it. Put your left foot forward. It's like we're going into a hip flexor stretch. And then your back shin is going to go on your roller. So you might need to take a little bit of adjusting to find kind of your range. So relax your hips down and drive your knee forward as you're rolling that shin. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, push back. Just relax that back foot. Toes are straight down toward the ground. Now point your foot out away from you to the right. So you're on the inside of your shin and your calf. And now tuck your toes to the inside so you're on that anterior tibialis outside of that calf shin. I remember the first time I rolled my shin, I was in agony, and now it just feels awesome. So if it feels horrible, just be gentle with it. Maybe don't go as far, don't put as much pressure, but stick with it. All right, switch up your feet. So left leg is back now, right leg is forward. All right, and then we'll just push and pull with the foot relaxed, toes just relax straight down. Okay, point your toes to the left. Get that inside of the calf. And then point your toes in to get the outside of the calf. You got it. Keep it going. Find a little spot. Roll it just a little extra. Okay. Both knees are going to go to the front. And just hook your ankles over the back of the roller and then let your body hinge back. So just sit here a second. Roll your feet around. Again, you just kind of start feeling that pressure, roller on the different joints. Hopefully it's helping to increase blood flow and circulation and flexibility through the fascia. Okay, and then we're going to hit our quads real quick. There's a lot of pieces left undone today, but we'll get some more roller session later this week. All right, so lie on your roller, elbows down on the ground, just like you're getting ready to do a plank. Push all the way back and then pull your legs in. Try to relax through the feet. And then you can kind of turn your toes in or out, get different parts of the quad. Keep your belly strong. You can feel it after all those planks. Feel the work that we've done. Okay, one more time, pushing back. And the more painful this is, the more tender that your muscles feel, then the more rigid and dehydrated your fascia is. So please stick with it. It's really good for you, and your body will thank you. Okay, our last one. We're going to go back long ways on our roller. We're going to dig back into that core just a wee little bit. So lie long ways on the ground or on your roller. Back of the head presses into that roller and your tailbone All right, go ahead and press your arms into the ground. You're going to need them for support on the roller. And then slowly bring both legs up. So you have basically a tabletop position in your legs. Find your balance, grab through that core. And then I want you to lift your head and shoulders just a bit. If you need to, you're totally welcome to keep your head down. But this will kind of help activate your core just a teeny bit more. Keep your left leg still and extend your right leg out. And then pull it back in. Now extend your left leg out and pull it back in. If you felt pretty secure doing that, we're going to try both legs. Press them out. Grab through the core. And then pull them in. Let's go for 10. That was 1. Press out. And then tuck it in. Press the feet out. Grab through that core. Tuck in. Here's 7. 8. You got it. 9. And 10. Extend, grab, contract. Tuck it in. Keep your legs there. Lower your head. Drop your right foot first. And then your left. All right. We're going to take another snow angel from here. So bring your palms up. Inhale, bring your arms way up overhead. Hold that inhale just a split second. And then exhale. Bring the arms back down. Rotate your fingertips. Gently roll yourself left and right. Feels so good on those shoulder blades. All right, you guys, hopefully you had fun with our little roller session. Take some of these moves that we did to your living room or bedroom or workout studio with you and repeat them here and there. Just a few each day. It doesn't need to be a whole 30-minute session. You're going to be feeling awesome and fantastic. All right, thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow.